Hi everyone, welcome to the session on Assam PG Medical Counseling 2022 by ZyNerd. We have been running many sessions over the last many weeks on counseling information for state counselings as well as All India Counseling and Deemed University Counselings, giving you complete information on each and every counseling process, eligibility rules, regulations, the choice filling rules, the exit and upgradation rules, etc. In detail for every counseling. Today we'll be looking at Assam PG Medical Counseling. Assam has a unique distinction like one or two other states which have. One, Assam does not have any private institutes as such. So it is all government seats that are available under the Assam PG Medical Counseling, and there is a single counseling obviously. Assam PG, what are the seats that come under Assam PG Medical Counseling? All the state government institutes contribute 50% to All India Counseling, which you would already know. The rest 50% come under the state quota and they come under the Assam PG Medical Counseling. Basically 50% seats under Assam Medical College, Guwahati Medical College, Tezpur, Jorat, Silchar, etc. All these institutes, the 50% of seats under these institutes come under the Assam State Medical Counseling. And in addition to that, there are two institutes. One is Lokopriya Gobinath, LGB RAMH, which has psychiatry seats. From the last year, from 2022, 50% of Lokopriya Gobinath seats come under the Assam PG Medical Counseling. And as far as Dr. BBCA Institute goes, Dr. B. Barua Institute of Cancer Institute, you have around 5 seats, out of which either 2 or 3 would come under the Assam PG Medical Counseling. This year it might possibly be 2 seats under radiation oncology. So these are the set of seats that come under Assam PG Medical Counseling. The basic eligibility criteria is that you are like in All India Counseling, 50% is the eligibility criteria as far as NEET PG is concerned. NEET PG examination is concerned. You are PWD has an eligibility of 45%. Now, when it comes to OBC, Assam has OBC or MOBC, more OBC category. Now, this particular set plus the SC, ST candidates, whether it is ST Hills or ST Plains, all these candidates are eligible if they are above 40 percentile in NEET PG exam. Note that irrespective of whether you have applied in All India Counseling as an Assam, as a candidate who falls under OBC or general, that does not matter. When you apply for Assam, as per the Assam state list, as long as you come under OBC and MOBC criteria, that is fine. Forget the OBC, non-creamy layer certificate, central OBC, etc. for All India Counseling, that does not matter at all. Similarly, EWS, in case you missed applying for EWS under All India Counseling, but you have come to know now that you are an EWS candidate, Assam last year provided that opportunity to candidates to apply as EWS through a separate affidavit. So they will be able to apply as EWS in the state counseling. We expect that it will be similar this year too. We'll have to wait for intimation. Now, eligibility. Now we have said about talked about the basic eligibility for Assam PG medical seats. Now we are looking at the eligibility as far as Assam state quota seats are concerned from an domicile or MBBS perspective. First thing is, if you are a permanent resident of Assam, irrespective of whether you have done your MBBS from Assam, outside Assam in any other state, or you are an FMGE, you will be eligible for Assam PG Medical Counseling for the state government quota seats. One. Second, if you are an MBBS from Assam, basically, but you are a domicile of other state or resident of other state. Let us say a candidate from another state like Rajasthan who has done his or her MBBS through All India quota, 15% All India quota in an Assam medical college, government medical college obviously. So if they had done that, then they will be eligible for Assam PG medical counseling provided they have completed the 1-year rural service that is mandated under Assam. Other than that, you have Assam service quota candidates as well, and Assam NEC. Assam has 2 seats for northeastern state candidates. Other than Assam, from the other northeastern states, there is one degree, one diploma seat that is available for Assam candidates. And beyond this, for northeastern candidates, there is no 1-year rural service requirement, and rural service requirement is not applicable if you're a son, spouse, or daughter of All India Services cadre of Assam. We'll quickly go through the seats and eligibility. We have gone through this in detail, so we're not looking at it in detail. All 50% state government seats come under Assam state government quota. Eligibility is permanent resident, either MBBS of Assam or permanent resident of Assam. If you're MBBS, you should have been under All India quota 15%. Among these, around 40 seats, 37 degree seats and 3 diploma seats are reserved for SHQ candidates who are state health quota. Who are SHQ candidates? SHQ candidates are candidates who have completed 5 years or more of rural service in remote difficult areas which are clearly defined under Assam. There should be around 120 odd candidates. I think there were around 120 odd candidates last year, with around 42 to 50 seats being taken by them. And there are no reservation in these seats, and these candidates are eligible for SHQ seats. Other than that, we talked about the NEC quota, which is the Northeastern Council candidates, state candidates. How do they get eligibility? They have to apply through the Northeastern Council, and the Northeastern Council has to recommend them to the state, and this will, after this recommendation, there will be a merit list which is prepared, and based on the merit list, they will be allotted. This is only limited to 1 degree or diploma seats. What is a reservation in Assam? Assam has a reservation of for ST candidates it is 7%, ST plains it is 10%, ST hills it is again 5%, and OBC or MOBC candidates are 15%, and EWS constitutional reservation is 10%. The rest of the seats are unreserved or open seats, which everybody is eligible for. All the candidates are eligible for. Note that reservation is only for Assam state resident candidates. You cannot claim reservation if you are an MBBS from Assam but you belong to another state. Reservation for PWD candidates exists. This is a 5% reservation mandated under the RPWD Act. But Assam does not categorize seats as reservation under a particular category. There are no SC PWD seats or ST PWD seats or OBC PWD seats. Assam, within a set of seats, let us say there is a set of seats in Assam Medical College under general medicine. Then within that, 5% or let us say 1 seat is allotted to PWD candidate. The first PWD candidate, whichever category they come under, will pick up one of those seats which are available either under you or under that specific category that will be reduced. That is how Assam follows. That is what Assam follows. There is no seat matrix based categorization saying these many seats are reserved within a particular category. Within an entire set of seats, 1 or 2 seats based on the number of seats are reserved. Usually it is only 1 within each seat, each category, and there will be many categories where there are no reservations. Now, state health quota, we went through the state health quota in detail. There were 40 total seats, 37 degree and 3 seats. Note that there is no reservation under state health quota. So whoever comes under the state health quota, the in-service candidates of Assam, they are ranked and as per merit they are allotted. There is no reservation of seats or seats split across categories, and all of the candidates will have to work for 10 years and 25 lakhs. This is from 2021. Earlier it used to be 10 years and 10 lakhs. From the 2021 regulations which have recently been which was published around December or November 2021, 10 years 25 lakhs service bond, and the salary or stipend drawn and has to be repaid by the candidate in case they leave halfway through, and there will be no service benefits for these set of candidates. Counseling is offline. It does not happen along with the other candidates. It happens offline. However, SHU candidates are eligible for the online counseling open seats, but they are also eligible for the other seats that come under the SHU quota. Incentives: candidates who have served for 1 year in remote or difficult areas have an incentive. This is as per the notification. The incentive is limited to 3% per year, subject to a maximum of 9%. So maximum is 9% incentives for an entire year. Now NEC, like we discussed, it is based on, it's for Northeastern candidates. We'll come to the application and notifications. The application would be through the DME Assam portal. The portal link is over here. Under that, you will clearly have the NEET PG application portal, where you will have a separate application form login, and you will have to fill in choices online only. So first you fill up the application form, register online with your email ID and mobile number, and get the acknowledgement slip and the application number. This application number is what you will use to log in, and then you will upload the required documents, whatever are mentioned, and take a printout of the application form. You don't need to send across this application form anywhere. You might need this printout only at the time of admission. There is no requirement to send it across to DME Assam, except for SHQ candidates who might have a verification, offline counseling where there will be a verification. It is not required for you to send across any documents to DME Assam. There is only one case where this will happen. When you are part of the Assam will call in for applications, your login will all be done. And when the merit list is finally published, in case your name is not part of the merit list, then you might have to either directly send across a post to Assam asking for inclusion in the merit list. Be aware of that. keep looking at the merit list of Assam. Now, certificates required. Assam government quota, these are the certificates required at the time of admission. Note that the bond is also required. There is a bond agreement. Assam has a bond of 10 lakhs and 1 year mandatory, and 10 years subject to requirement that exists in the Assam government. Now, this bond agreement has to be submitted ideally at the time of joining, but they provide a timeline of 2 weeks for sending across this bond agreement. This is required at the time of admissions. Where will you take these documents? You will have to go to the institute, pay the fee, and submit all the originals. The originals will be with them at the time of admissions. You will have to submit the originals to the particular institute, and they will have the originals deposited with them. So you will have to carry the date of birth proof, class 12 mark sheet, and all these that I mentioned. Caste certificate or EWS certificate will also have to be given in case you belong to a particular category and have claimed that. And for the last financial year, like when 2022 admissions happened, when did it happen? It happened in August 2020, September 2022 and beyond. When that happened, an EWS certificate which was based on financial year 2021-22 was required, which means it should have been taken after April 1, 2022. But wait for this year's intimation. In case it is required to take one after April 1, 2023, a similar rule exists, then it will be required to be taken after April 1, 2023. There might be flexibility, but wait for this information. If you are a service candidate, you will have to share, you will also have to take documents 12, 13 and 14, which is certificate of service, and NOC and the relieving orders. Relieving order here mentioned is only if you're in government service. If you're in a private service, you have come in and joining, you don't need a relieving order, etc. You don't even need to intimate them. You just need to directly go join. If you have been working in a government service, let us say you're working in a government service in the state of Tamil Nadu, you go on to join a state like Assam, you might want to provide a relieving letter so that this 3-year period is accounted when you go back to your government service. That is why there is a requirement, and otherwise it is not a requirement. For in-service candidates of Assam, obviously this relieving order is required because you are resigning from a public authority or a government organization. Now, choice filling. As far as choice filling rules go, there is an online choice filling every round, but note that they give you time for locking. It is always better to lock your choices. There is an auto lock option as per the rule. Still, we always advise that you lock your choices at least before the timeline. Round 1 is fresh choice filling. Round 2 is again fresh choice filling. There were queries on what happens if I don't join a round 1 seat, and will I be eligible for round 2? To our knowledge, there is no rule that is mentioned anywhere. With the data that we have tried our level best to see if a candidate in round 1 had resigned and then resigned or did not join, was allotted in Assam State round 1, resigned or did not even join the allotted seat. Was that candidate eligible for round 2? We were not able to crack that, but we'll come back with that by connecting with candidates of last year. Round 2 is fresh choice filling. Round 2 clearly, all India round 2 candidates are not eligible for state round 2. We have clearly checked, nobody was allotted. Round 3 mop-up is an offline round at Assam. This happens every year. It is an offline round usually. And all India round 2 joint candidates obviously are not eligible. But by the time Assam mop-up happens, ideally the all India mop-up should have been over, which means the results should have been published. The query on whether all India mop-up candidates, allotted candidates were eligible for Assam State mop-up did not arise last year, because last year Assam State mop-up happened on 17th November, a day before the all India mop-up results. All India mop-up results were published after a delay because of the court case on Karnataka counseling. So all India mop-up results came in on 18th. Assam scheduled the mop-up, offline mop-up on 17th, and many candidates were allotted on 17th itself, and there were around 15 candidates who were dual allotted, both in Assam State mop-up and all India mop-up, of which 3 of them joined the all India mop-up seats, and these seats became vacant. Their state seats became vacant for state stray round. So this is a confusion that happened last year. Highly unlikely. This year it is likely that all India mop-up allotted candidates, Assam would conduct their mop-up after all India mop-up. But still, whether all India mop-up allotted candidates will be eligible for Assam State mop-up, we are not sure. As of now, they are allowing. We will have to wait for intimation for the next year too. And state round 2 joint candidates. Many states, almost all states except 4 states, do not allow state R2 joint candidates to upgrade in state mop-up. Assam allows. Assam allows state R2 joint candidates to upgrade in all state mop-up. even though this is a minor deviation from the rule, that is possible, and many candidates had upgraded, at least 7-8 candidates had upgraded from state round 2 to state mop-up for a better seat after joining the state round 2 seat. Choice locking is actually not mandatory. Choice locking, it says it can be auto lock, but still be very clear. This needs to be modified. It is not mandatory, but we always suggest that you lock your choices. Fee, at the time of registration, you will pay a fee of rupees 1,000, and deduction for resignation within the deadline. Let us say you join a seat and then resign before the deadline, basically before the last date of admissions or just before the round 2, etc. 10% of your fee paid is deducted, and the rest 90% of fee is refunded. The fee is anyways 70,600 rupees, and so the deduction, let us say you have a proper process, all India round, you join your state round 1 seat, and then you get a better seat in all India round 2, and you resign your state round 1 seat. It is only 10% which is deducted. This is possible, and state round 1 seat can be resigned, and you can join your all India round 2 seat, which will be your final seat. The state round 1 seat obviously goes to state round 2, which is better for the state candidates, which gives better options for the state candidates too. Penalty for seat leaving: in case you resign your seat after the last date prescribed or after joining the course, there is a penalty of 10 lakhs plus stipend received for degree and 5 lakhs plus stipend received for diploma. And the tuition fee in government institutes is rupees 17,600. There is a difference in Lokapriya Gopinath and in Dr. B. Barua Institute. You have a fee of rupees 56,000 in Lokapriya Gopinath, being a central institute, and you have a fee of rupees 1,05,000 in Dr. Bhuvaneshwar Barua Cancer Institute for radiation oncology. BBCA comes under the Department of Atomic Energy and is a unit of Tata Memorial Center, Mumbai. So they have a completely different fee structure, which is similar, 1,05,000 in the first year and rupees 85,000 or 80,000 in year 2 and year 3. Service bond, we will first look at the government seats. What are the government seats? Assam Medical College, Jorhat, Silchar, etc. without including BBCA and Dr. LG Lokapriya Gopinath. The rest of them are state government institutes. For state government institutes, the fee is, the service bond is a mandatory period of 1 year and a maximum period of 10 years, and 20 lakhs is the bond amount. Now be very clear about it. A mandatory period of 1 year which is implemented. Assam till 2021, till November 2021, had a bond of 10 years on paper as per the regulation, Assam regulation. It was mentioned 10 years they have to serve, but 1 year was implemented till November 2021. In November 2021 or December 2021, the revised regulations were put in place. Knowing that it was only 1 year implementation, specifically this clause was changed to mandatory period of 1 year and a maximum, subject to a maximum of 10 years based on requirement. Now Assam implements 1 year, which is very clear, irrespective of what any information in social media or in any other groups. 1 year implementation is as of now. We may not be able to confirm what happens after 3 years down the line, but it is 1 year implementation. There will be information usually on Assam seats because it is a borderline, and for a particular course or a specialty, candidates actually go to Assam towards the end of, basically looking at, even though it is an option which comes towards the end in terms of the closing rank preference order. Many candidates choose those seats for specialty. When they choose it, there is always misinformation shared. Be very clear, it is 1 year, it is a mandatory period of 1 year and a maximum of 10 years if it is required. And if a state asks PGs to wait for 10 years, let us say, work for 10 years, then they have to fund for 10 years. 10 years into 300 seats makes it 3,000 candidates. I'm not sure, that itself is logically not possible with the funding and opportunities being available. So diploma, it is a mandatory period of 1 year and and a maximum of 10 years with a bond penalty of 15 lakhs in case you leave. Service bond for NEC candidates, it's 1 year only. It is very clearly mentioned, no maximum mention, 1 year or 20 lakhs and 1 year or 15 lakhs for diploma. Service bond for in-service candidates, we already discussed this, 10 years plus and 25 lakhs. And in case you leave, you will have to also pay the stipend or salary down. Course discontinuation, in case you discontinue the course halfway through, then you will have to pay 10 lakhs penalty plus the stipend received. If it is a diploma, it is a 5 lakhs penalty. Diplomas exist only in Assam Medical College DCH and I believe in Guwahati Medical College there are DA and DLO seats and DFMS seats, if I am not wrong. So just check on that. Government stipend. The government stipend is 48,000, 49,500 and 51,000 in year 1, year 2 and year 3. Service bond and penalty for Dr. BCCA Cancer Institute, it is a little different. It is basis the Tata Memorial stipend. You will see Tata Memorial, Homi Bhabha Cancer Center, Dr. Bhuvaneshwar Barua all following a similar fee structure and stipend bond all come under the Tata Memorial Center. They are regional cancer institutes coming under the Tata Memorial aegis. And now you have service bond for AAQ and state quota candidates as 1 year 25 lakhs plus GST in case you don't serve. Course discontinuation penalty is 10 lakhs plus GST. Stipend is 84,000, 86,000, 89,000. This may have increased now with the central scale increasing. We'll come to know this year. But this is the stipend offered at Dr. BBCA for the radiation oncology seats. If you're looking at psychiatry seats in Lokapriya Gopinath, then there's the service bond, which is a very, very tricky thing. They have mentioned it as 2 to 3 years and 5 lakhs. And it is also mentioned from the last year that it is 2 to 3 years. So we are not sure because no batch has passed out yet, but that is the bond condition that is mentioned, or 5 lakhs penalty is what is mentioned. Course discontinuation penalty is also 5 lakhs, and the service the stipend is around 90,000, 92,000 and 95,676. So that is pretty much on Assam. Now what is pending from our end as far as Assam is concerned is the round 1 rules. What happens in the case of non-joining of round 1 seat or exit of round 1 seat? It usually doesn't happen in Assam. Once most candidates after being applying they join, so you might not have that issue, but still we'll get back to you on that part. If there are any queries on Assam, please mention it over in the portal. We also have a detailed we also have the Telegram groups of Assam and the Telegram group of the All India Telegram group available. All your queries are answered in the state Telegram groups. We try our level best to answer all the queries. Do join us. And on ZyNerd, we'll also let you know how to look at information on ZyNerd on Assam. Is the screen visible? Visible? The portal, yeah. So we'll go into how to look at closing ranks of Assam. Assam is a pretty straightforward state with very minimal information. Assam, you go into closing ranks and you look at Assam. If you're looking at All India Counseling and seats of Assam, then you'll have to go to Central All India Counseling and look at the All India Quota seats of Assam. Now we are looking at Assam State Counseling. The entire ZyNerd portal is structured based on counselings. What counselling happens, because each counselling involves a separate registration. If you go to if you're looking for All India Quota seats of Assam, you have to register separately under the All India Counseling. Similarly, for Assam State Quota, you have to register separately under the Assam State Counseling, and that is why data is also structured that way. You go to Assam and look at Assam PG Medical, and then look at the course or quota that you want. You will have government quota and SHQ quota. NEC quota, we don't have the data. It is only 1 or 2 seats. I think data is available for 2019 and 20 only. We don't have the data for 2021. We try to get it from the authorities, but that is only 1 seat, and if you're interested, you can apply for that. If most of you would be looking at Assam government quota or Assam SHQ quota, let us say I look at Assam government quota. All seats are government institute seats, so you will have all the seats listed down with their fee structure, stipend, bond, penalty. Fee structure, there might be a minor variation. So look at that variation as far as the fee structure goes, and you can also click on fee and factors for more information on this. And one important thing we missed out earlier is that candidates can avail a no stipend, no bond option in Assam. If you are not interested in serving, you will be able to avail it, no stipend, no bond. That information will also be shared with you at the time of joining. This is available for candidates. Now, let us say you're looking at a course like radio diagnosis or let us say general surgery, and here you see the closing ranks of 2021 and 2022 till round 3. There were 5 rounds last year in Assam, stray vacancy rounds, where only non-clinical seats or very few seats were allotted. In the stray vacancy round, there was a dermatology seat, etc. We'll be updating that. But this will give you round 1, round 2, round 3 seats. So basically what this means is the first seat to close was OBC category, Assam Guwahati Medical College general surgery seats. We have picked general surgery and closed at a rank of 144. This is the state rank which was there by default. In case you want to look at All India ranks, because only All India ranks are now available, you will see that these are the seats that are available. At 14,000 rank, it closed. This is the equivalent of the state rank that closed. So at 14,000, OBC Guwahati Medical College General Surgery closed in round 2. There was no seat in round 3. That is why there is a dash over here. Now let us say you belong to the UR category. You just select UR and you will see all the UR seat closures. In case you want to look at only 2022 round 2, straight away you will be able to see all the closing ranks. You see that in round 1, seats closed at 10,202. Guwahati might have had an increase in number of seats. So you see that in round 2, you have 18,104 seats closed, and you will be able to see the all India rank and closing rank of all these set of candidates who have taken these seats. Now note that there is a shade over here. These are candidates who are in-service candidates with incentive marks, who with incentive marks would have moved on to higher ranks. So this is not a very right reference, and that is why it has been shaded. For instance, in this case, this candidate was 26,000 rank, and with incentives the candidate had moved to 265. There might have been candidates who were 24,000, 25,000 rank in Assam who are not in service, but they would have been below 265 rank. So that is what this signifies. This does not mean that if you are 26,000 you would have got this seat. If you are 26,000 with some incentives you would have got this seat, is what this mentioned, what is mentioned over here. So if the last rank is an in-service candidate, you will be able to see that over here. Otherwise, when you click on it, wherever in-service candidates are there, will be shaded. It will be shaded over here. So this is the entire set of data. You can do it for any course. After looking at general surgery, let us say you want to look at anesthesiology, you will be able to look at it. Let us say your all India rank is above 15,000 and you want to look at what seats went above 15,000, you will be able to instantly figure out. I'll take a case of, let us say, candidate who is looking at 30,000 or above. The candidate will see that only these two institutes are available under anesthesiology. The same can be done for ENT in an instant. You will be able to instantly get information. We'll be updating this, the entire fee, stipend, bond, penalty, and all the information in the portal, and the additional information as well in the portal. This update will do that during the counseling, which will help you take decisions between all India round 2, state round 2, whether you need to move between, what decisions you need to take after round 1, etc. All that information is available in ZyNerd. If you register for ZyNerd and look at the demo video, you'll have complete information on all this available in ZyNerd itself, with support on eligibility, rules, regulations, process to the level that we are looking at now, to ensure that you get the best seat that you deserve. I am not sure if there are any queries. We will get back to you with another session, a notification on another session soon. All the best to you. Thank you.